second quiz. All curriculum except thorax. Thorax covered by the first quiz. Today, as regard our second quiz, will cover the remaining of your curriculum as regard the abdomen, total, and pelvis, including male and female genital. Okay? Similar to this organ, which is the stomach, which is the organ of two. Be careful about what I say. Okay?
Organ of what?
The organ of two. It has two orifices. Cardiac orifice and the pyloric orifice. Two portals, lesser curvature and the greater curvature. Two surfaces, anterior I think هتبقى the last lecture for you إن شاء الله كده خلاص ها؟ فأنا اديلك المنهج كله بس. ركزوا النهارده. The organ of two is the stomach. It has two orifices, cardiac orifice, pyloric orifice. Two curvatures, lesser curvature, greater curvature. Two surfaces, one facing you, so it is named anterior surface. Actually, to see total anterior surface, you should reflect the liver as we see here by retractors. عشان تشوف الاستومك كامله كان لازم اجيب آلات جراحيه ريتراكتورز وارفع الليفر لفوق. So لما اجي اقول لك which organ anterior to the stomach?
Liver.
On the other hand, we have posterior surface facing to the posterior abdominal wall.
It's a bit of
Excellent. So many organs are located behind the stomach. These organs are named stomach bed. كل اللي ورا بنسميهم stomach bed. What do you expect? Organs forming stomach bed.
kidney.
Which kidney? Left side kidney. So now we are making more reflection for the second organ, which is the stomach. So some organs hidden behind become so clear for you, which are totally named stomach bed organs. Then we can enumerate. على فكرة, in your exam, you have descriptive questions. Can I say, enumerate 3 organs sharing in the stomach bed?
Pancreas.
عندك كتير. So we have left kidney and left suprarenal, but here the pancreas covering both. Also we have the spleen sharing in the stomach bed, and so on. Okay? So this is cross-section at the level of body of the stomach. And now we can see left kidney. This is left kidney cross-section. Suprarenal was present up. And then we have pancreas running anterior to the kidney. Lastly, we have the spleen. By the way, pancreas, it is exocrine or endocrine or mixed?
Both.
ماشي موافقة؟ اوكي اللي تكون عليه. So it is a mixed gland. Okay? كسب خلاص يعني. So we have, it is a mixed gland, exocrine part, which is a pancreatic juice, carried by 2 ways of ducts. One main pancreatic duct and one accessory. The main pancreatic duct, in many cases, joined by the common bile duct to form a ball of water to convey the secretion for the duodenum. The other type of the glandular tissue is islets of Langerhans, which is the endocrine part, which is responsible for insulin and the other hormones like glucagon. That's right. Now we can see different parts of the pancreas. It is fish-like. It has head. وله head. له neck. وله body. وله teeth. Okay.
Next.
So, in this figure, pancreas was lying behind the stomach, totally hidden. So it is one of the stomach big organs. Now we will shift for the liver. Liver, as we see, the largest gland in our body, occupying the upper right half or part of the abdominal cavity, specifically the right hypochondrium. As we see, the liver has major two loops. Large right loop, a smaller left loop, and we have partitions in between. Falciform ligaments, as we see, which connect the liver with the anterior abdominal wall and diaphragm. What organ lying specifically on the undersurface of the liver?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Other loops can be seen either on inferior or posterior surface. حنان، ركزي يا حنان. Okay? So now we are seeing the back and inferior surfaces. On the inferior surface we have gallbladder. On the posterior surface we have inferior vena cava. By some fissures and ligaments, we can see another two small loops of the liver. What's their names, يا شات? Quadrate. Near to the gallbladder. The one near to the inferior vena cava, caudate loop. So we have right, left loops, caudates, and quadrates. هل في أسامي تانية ولا حاجة؟ عظيم. By the way, in between the two loops we have this gateway, which is the porta hepatis. What major structures inside porta hepatis?
Hepatic artery.
Triple structures.
Portal vein.
From backward forward we have this sequence. VAD. V portal vein, this blue color, and then red color hepatic artery A. Green color anterior is duct carrying bile. ممكن تكون اسمها right and left hepatic ducts اتحادهم سوا forming common hepatic ducts, but below level of the porta hepatis. As we see, below level of the porta hepatis, this common hepatic duct will join cystic duct to form common bile ducts. يبقى لما اجي اسال مين الضغط اللي موجوده في البورتا هيباتس؟
Right and left.
either right او left hepatic او الكومن هيباتيك ducts. حاجات تخص الليفر نفسيه. انما تحت مستوى الليفر يبقى فيها اسامي اخرى. كل بلادر، cystic duct، common bile duct. هل ممكن اعتبر الجول بلادر جوه البورتا هيباتس؟ away from it. هل ممكن اعتبر cystic duct within the porta hepatis؟ برضه away. ارجع بقى تاني بالصوره. يبقى الكونتنتس اوف ذا بورتا هيباتس ار في بورتال فين يا بندر، في النص A hepatic artery، قدام بايل containing ducts اكيد اسمها hepatic يا رايت او ليفت hepatic يا اما تكون common hepatic. That's right. عظيم. So this is the total biliary system as we mentioned before. Gallbladder, which is cyst formed by 3 parts. هي مشكلتي ما بحبش حد يتكلم وما يبصليش. هنا ما انتوا هتتزنقوا بعد كده. We have 3 parts. It has fundus and body and the neck. From the neck we have cystic duct joining common hepatic to form common bile duct. مين يفكرني؟ Who remember me by the final destination of the common bile duct? Second part of duodenum. Can we see? Correct? More. So this is the second part of the duodenum. Okay? Where the union between common bile and the main pancreatic duct form an ampoule of water and open through the second part. ارجع بقى تاني عشان نشوف السبلين. So this is the spleen. What about its actual position? Right or left?
Left.
Left hypochondria. Left hypochondria. Main relation. It makes relation with 3 main organs. With the stomach, with the tail of pancreas, with the left kidney. أهم 3 organs. In sequence, we have the spleen. It has 2 ends, 2 borders, 1 surface facing these organs, and the other surface facing the diaphragm, as we see. So this one is named visceral, that one is named costal or diaphragmatic surface. The most important of the spleen, what about relations as regard the reps? ايه هي ارقام الربس اللي عامل معاها ريليشن؟ As we see here,
10,
these
11.
reps.
10, 11.
9s and the 10s and the 11s. Right side reps or left side reps? Left side reps. أنا أفتكر إن أنا قلت fracture of left reps very important in the emergency. دايما يبقى في إصابة في الضلوع على الليفت سايد بنقلة من مين؟ ruptured spleen. That's right. Put in your mind these numbers. The spleen is related for the 9th and the 10th and the 11th reps. Okay? Spleen, again, spleen is considered the major one of the lymphoid tissues. That's why it is responsible for formation of lymphocytes. And also it is involved in the destruction of the old RBCs. Okay? But as regard its relation with the GIT, no way or no rule in the digestion or absorption. ولكنه vascular relation buckets. That's right? Okay. 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 Intestine, we have small and large. In sequence, we have a smaller diameter, long in length up to 6 meters, and divided into 3 parts, which are duodenum, which is C-shaped, the opening of the C letter towards the left side, including the head of pancreas, and receiving the common bile duct with the common or main pancreatic duct. In sequence, we have other 2 parts. We have jejunum and ileum. On the other hand, we have larger diameter large intestine, but shorter, up to 150 centimeters, and peripherally placed, and its wall is irregular. And in sequence, we have different parts. We have C-cup, we have ascending, we have transverse, we have descending, we have sigmoid, and then rectum and the inner canal. Don't forget 2 centimeters below the junction of the ileum with the cecum, we have appendix. So appendix is attached to the cecum. Okay, as we see. Relation of the rectum in male and the female. this figure belong to male or female? Male. So simply we have two cavities. So this is male side. Rectum, and then we have inner canal. Anterior relation for the rectum in the male, we have urinary bladder. What else? The organ or the gland below level of the urinary bladder, which is prostate. Okay? In female, we have an intervening internal female genital organs. So we have two relations. We have uterus and the vagina. Okay? By the way, what about the male urethra? As we see, the male urethra starts at the neck of urinary bladder and terminates on the summit of the glans penis. So totally reach up to 20 centimeters. The upper 3 centimeters running within the prostatic gland. What other structure, by the way, running inside the prostatic gland? Excellent. How many ejaculatory ducts we have? One right and one left. That's right. لأن في تستس الناحية وتستس الناحية يبقى في seminal vesicle وفينا seminal vesicle وهنا باص وهنا باص. So we have two ejaculatory ducts, one right and one left, and the main duct which is prostatic urethra. That's why the inside of the prostatic gland, it is not single loop, it is multiple loops. We have anterior loop, we have median loop, we have posterior loop, and the two laterals. So prostate is multi-loops. That's right. It is not a single loop. ووسيلة التقسيم وجود الدكتس دي جواه. That's right. Which are two ejaculatory and prostatic urethra. In sequence. أنا كابتن. أنت كان لازم لك نسكافيه النهارده. The successive or the following 1 centimeter of the male urethra is named membranous part. The remaining 16 centimeters running in the male copulatory organ is named penile part. That's right. Again, we have 3 parts for the male urethra: prostatic, membranous, and the penile. 3 and 1 and 16 centimeters. ارجع لورا كده شويه. So this one is male or female? Female. See the female urethra just 4 centimeters. لكنها corresponding لأول جزئيتين بس في مين؟ في الرجل. 3 زائد 1 يساوي كام؟ 4 سم. So the female urethra is just 4 centimeters. Male urethra is 20 centimeters. سؤال كده ما بيني وبينكم. اليورينري تراكت انفكشن تلاقوها اكتر as regard infection of urinary bladder, infection of this organ اكتر في الفيميل ولا في الميل؟ مين؟ عادي صوتكم شويه. ما هو الفرق ايه كلمه في ديت؟ ها؟ في مين؟ في الفيميل. ها؟ حد يقدر يقول الميل؟ ليه؟ short female urethra, so it is enhancing the spread of infection from the vestibule of the vagina up to the urinary bladder. والcommon organ حاجه اسمها E. coli, Escherichia coli. حلوه الفكره. Okay. Kidneys. Birth organ lying on posterior abdominal wall, level of last lumbar till the third, last thoracic till the third lumbar. It has 2 from each. It has 2 poles, 2 borders, 2 surfaces. What characteristic for the upper pool? Tarbush. Suprarenal gland. On the right side we have triangular shaped suprarenal. نفسي بص هنا يا دكتوره، ما انت هتتزنقي، بص هنا. طب اطلعي بره، خلاص اطلعي، عايزه تبصي خلاص اطلعي بره. يلا ها؟ شغلاها وداني النهارده بس؟ ماشي. And the left one is semilunar in shape. By the way, ماشي كده شويه. By the way, the suprarenal gland, it has medulla and cortex. Medulla secrete epinephrine اللي له اسم تاني ادرينالين. That's right. On the other hand, the cortex is triple layer. Secrete cortisones, mineralocorticoids, aldosterone, and 6 hormone. So medulla, adrenaline, cortex, multi-hormones, steroid groups, steroids. Okay? So we have, this is the suprarenal gland, and you put in your mind, the left one was included in the structure forming stomach bit. ارجع بقى تاني ونشوف الكدني as regards structure running. لا نطلع قدام. Yes. Structure running through its hilum. 3 structures again, which are named VAB. But المرة دي, but this time from anterior to posterior. The most anterior is the vein, renal vein. In the middle we have renal artery. Posterior is the pelvis of the kidney, pelvis, not ureter. Okay. Major anterior relation for the left kidney. Who remember? Stomach. برافو عليك. بس طلع بالشيء قوي يعني. هو انت كان حد يزعلك؟ ولا الاستومك دي مزعلك؟ ها؟ ماشي. What else we have? Suprarenal and spleen. So 1, 2, 3 triple S. Suprarenal.
Stomach.
And the spleen, and in between we have a stomach. One crossing in front transversely. Pancreas. So we have intestine building, whatever small, whatever large intestine. This is the inside of the kidney. We have pelvis, give major and the minor calyces. Length of the urethra قد ايه؟ ارجع بقى للصورة اللي قبلها كمان بس كده. Length of the urethra from its junction with the pelvis of the kidney at the level of the inferior pool till its entry inside the urinary bladder 25 centimeters. أنا قلته كتير والدليل قلنا لما rapid aggressive diet and the drop of the kidney in the case of nephrotosis ال 25 سم دولات بقوا موجودين في مساحه قليله وبالتالي بيحصل له ايه؟ kinking and trouble for the kidney. 25 centimeters. Okay? Again, we have primary 6 organ for the male is testis. Located inside pelvis or outside pelvis? Outside. ما ينفعش تبقى inside. Okay? So, نعم. البي سي بقى جوه بقى. زود البي سي جوه. So, we have testis is primary male sex organ located outside the pelvis. Inside a structure named scrotum. Okay? And we have here, in the same compartment, epididymis. Testis produce testosterone and the immature sperms. But the site of maturation is epididymis. يبقى epididymis inside pelvis؟ No. ولا برضه موجود بره؟ So this is a section in the testis formed by multi-loops from 200 up to 300, and each loop containing seminiferous tubules, as we see, the site of formation of the sperms. But on the other hand, we have scattered cells forming the hormone, which is cells of Leydig. ارجع تاني. So كمان ارجع لورا. So this is the epididymis, which receives the immature sperms and then run in this long tube, which is actually 6 meters. لو انت عملت لها stretch هتلاقي 6 متر. انما الابيديديمس بعد ما حصل له amalgamation واخد نفس اللينس بتاع التستس، يعني دوب ايه؟ 4 سم. انما actually هي عباره عن ايه؟ coiled tube. That's why the sperm traversing this long tube finally reach maturity. What is the name of this duct? Vas deferens. So finally this vas will carry mature sperms till the back of the urinary bladder. By the way, what is urinary bladder? Hollow muscular organ. ليه هولو؟ عشان تبقى ريزرفوار فور يورين. وليه ماسكولار وول؟ خلاص وصلت الماكسيمم كاباسيتي 200 سم او 400 سم. You should evacuate. So the wall should be muscular. ايه حكايه ال 200 سم و 400 سم دلوقتي؟ في اليوجوال كونديشن اوكي 200 سم واعمل ايفاكيويشن. انما لو عجبني الفيلم قوي وقاعد مركز ايه قدام الممثل ده ممكن استحمل لحد ولا الممثله لحد استحمل لحد 400 سم. اوكي يبقى لازم نقول هنا وهنا يعني. اوكي واب تو 500 in some cases.
I read 800.
ايه؟
I read on the internet 700.
دكتور محمد قال 400.
دكتور محمد مين؟
ايوه
مين؟
قال 400. انا
مين؟ ما تبقوش تقولوا اسامي خلاص كده. اناتومي.
لا انا بقول قرأت عن النت.
Yes, yes. Anatomy says, okay, says the usual capacity with normal conditions قاعد مريح في البيت مفيش مشاكل خالص. على كده؟ ومراتك مضايقاك فكل شويه تدخل على 100 سم يعني الصراحه اوكي؟ اليوجوال كونديشن از 200. انما لو عايز تستحمله بطريقه بقى سفر up to 400 or 500 cc's. مين اللي يساعدك انك تستحمل الارقام دي 400 او 500؟ سمباثيك ولا باراسمباثيك؟ سمباثيك اكسلنت. Sympathetic will make relaxation for the wall and the contraction for the sphincter. وصلت الاستراحه بقى خلاص كده شغل العكس. شغل الباراسمباثيك contraction for the wall of the urinary bladder and the relaxation for the sphincter. Evacuation. So the one helping your evacuation is parasympathetic. Now can we see what the final destination of this vas deferens on the base or the back of urinary bladder? عايزين نشوف back view for the urinary bladder. For the urinary bladder. Okay? يلا. مش موجودة الصورة دي؟ ارجع بقى تاني كده. كمان. يعني مش موجودة بقى خلاص. تعالى نجيبها من المكان ده.
Let's magnify now.
مين ورا؟
هي الصورة دي. This is back view for the urinary bladder, and what happened for the final part of the vas deferens. As we see, the vas deferens become more wider on the base of urinary bladder. And what is the name of this area? Ampulla, for the storage of mature sperms. Lower end of the ampulla of the vas unite with the seminal vesicle to form ejaculatory duct on either side, running within the prostatic gland. That's right. What is the value of seminal vesicle? Form a major part of the seminal fluid. Seminal fluid? Yes. Seminal fluid formed by two sources, seminal vesicle and prostate gland. Both are alkaline in pH. That one coming from the seminal vesicle is fructose rich, so it is nutritive for the sperms. That one coming from the prostate is rich in prostaglandin, more important for the viability of the sperms. So, epididymis and the testis are extrapelvic organs, not intrapelvic. Different function for each one. On the other hand, we have female genital organs. We have male primary female sex organ is the ovary, which is an intrapelvic organ. And again, it has double function: hormonal, progesterone, estrogen, and formation of immature ovum, secondary oocyte, every 2 months. That's right. Fallopian tube, as we see, 10 centimeter tube, total length, formed by 4 parts. ركز معايا, 4 parts. What different names for these 4 parts? We have the lateral end is named infundibulum. الأم يعني, infundibulum, about 2 centimeters. Its 3 parts carry multiple finger-like processes are named fimbrium. Followed by the widest and the longest sense wall part, ampulla of the fallopian tube. Followed by this narrow part, which is named isthmus. Lastly, we have a small part running within the vasculature of the wall of the uterus, intramural part. So again, it is 10 centimeter in length, formed by 4 parts, and it is involved in the pick-up of the secondary oocyte and the transfer of the sperms, so it is the site of fertilization. Double site means the fallopian tube, as we see. So these sperms should run till the lateral part of the fallopian tube, which is the ampulla, where fertilization occurs. Different parts of the uterus. We have fundus, we have body, we have cervix. Total length of the uterus is 3 inches. يعني 7.5 سم, 7.5 centimeters. Cervix alone is 1 inch. So fundus plus body is 5 centimeters. لا, لما اخد ديت لوحديها 2.5 سم يبقى الفندس والبودي السنتيمترز الباقيين 5 سم. يبقى التوتال بتاعنا كله 7.5. 7.5 يساوي 3 inches. اوكي يا حنان؟ uterus is the common site of implantation. وعرفنا المكان اللي بنسميه posterior wall near to the midline, near to the pelvis. Last structure of the female organs is the uterus, is the vagina, as we see. The female copulatory organ is the vagina, equivalent for the male side. As we see, its anterior wall is shorter than its posterior wall. Accurately, this one about 9 centimeters, posterior wall about 10 centimeters. Major relation for each wall. Anterior wall of vagina related for urinary bladder and urethra. Posterior wall is related for rectum and anal cavity. Now, we will shift for our lab and get again just identify the major structures. We had finished last time, I think, both male and female genital. Today we will cover liver, spleen, stomach, so it will help you in your second quiz, inshallah. Thank you very much. I'll see you بإذن الله next year, okay? In our